My music school took way too long to start using YouTube ads to market lessons, and it was kind of one of those like stupid things where now I'm like, oh, why didn't I start that earlier? Because YouTube has this one thing that no other platform gives you, and it's just so good and is such a great opportunity. And so I want to show it to you today. I'll show you what we learned around YouTube and how to really make it absolutely crank for your music lessons in your area. And I'll also give you free access to a full YouTube for Music Schools course showing you what we learned and giving you a whole bunch of awesome tools as well. So stick around to the end and I'll hook you up with that for free right after this. So if you're trying to grow a music school and you want to have really great marketing, it's never just like one awesome marketing strategy that's going to work. So anyone that tries to tell you this is the one thing that you need to do is an idiot. I would never tell you there is only one thing. There is a best thing for each school, and sometimes you need to figure out what that is. For us, the number one thing is show teams going into schools, inspiring the kids. That's our number one. So we measure where every student comes from. It spits out in a pie graph every student that comes in to inquire with us. How'd you hear about us? It gets entered. We spit it out into a graph. We know exactly what number one is. So number one is show teams. But show team still has its weaknesses, right? It takes a lot of money, a lot of manpower. You got to go in during the day. It's limited, and so there's some weaknesses there. Say Facebook ads. Well, you can run them 24/7, even while you sleep, and be getting new inquiries. But YouTube has its own unique thing. And just one extra thing I want to tap into. A lot of people say, oh no, you got to work on SEO, where you rank in Google when people are searching for lessons. That's great. Yes, you want to nail that, and we've got programs that will help you do that. But you can't control how many people are searching for lessons, can you? So you're limited by how many people are searching. So as I mentioned before, every single marketing stream has strengths and weaknesses. And so what makes you really powerful, and how we went from 0 to 2,000 students, is having a really great mixture. And if you know where every student is coming from, then you know how to split up your marketing budget to what is actually making the biggest difference. And you can diversify where students are coming from and where you're putting your money. So let's get to YouTube. YouTube has some different strengths and weaknesses. YouTube's biggest strength, which I'm going to talk about today, why you should consider it, is that you get this like 5-second window with sound where the user has to watch the ad. They got 5 seconds they have to watch before you can skip. So the ads that do the worst are the ones where it's like long, slow intros and people are like, come on, skip. But if you nail the intro hook, then you have the opportunity to draw someone's attention in for the whole video. If you think about Facebook, Instagram, people are scrolling, right? They've got their phones and they're just looking through, and they're not actually like listening to all the videos. And so you might have spent all this money on an amazing video, and you got the camera crew in and you filmed it and you made sure the sound was great and you got the right music and edited it with all the B-roll. But if people are just like scrolling and the sound's off, they're not going to hear it. Whereas YouTube, you've all been bugged by YouTube ads, right? And you've got 5 seconds where people have to pay attention. So you get that opportunity for a really good hook. Now, I'll just show you one example. Actually, it's in our YouTube for Music Schools course, which of course you can grab free today. But let me show you just a couple examples of some hooks that you could use. So let's switch to a screencast really quick. All right, cool, here we go. So in the course here, we won't go through all the details, but everything's going to help you get set up to run your first YouTube ad. We even have some of our best performing campaign scripts that you can use, but there's a section here, YouTube opening hook ideas, which is really cool. And so let's click to this page, and down here there's 20 ideas, so we can just pick a random one. So let's do like there's even like funny ones which are cool. I loved this one. You know, imagine an opening hook. Once upon a time, there was a child whose parents never let them learn an instrument. Don't be that parent. So there's an idea of like a funny 5-second hook to hook people in. There's also the ideas of like the more emotional ones, like, hey, does your child love music? Have you ever thought about learning an instrument? And so we just give you the starter for these. You got heaps of ideas, and we've got full fleshed out scripts of ones that went really well for us that you can just copy and add your own footage to. But what we're trying to do is we're trying to grab people's attention. We're also trying to spark some emotion, paint a picture in their mind, make them laugh. And that's just something that you don't get to do with some of the other platforms with the visual and the audio. They're full attention, because they are on YouTube, they're watching a video like this, and then the ad starts. So they're staring, waiting to watch a video, and then you play them a video and you get a chance to draw them in. So let me flick back now. So it's really something to consider for your marketing. And of course, you want to try different things. So you don't want to just be like really kind of pigeonholed, like we do this, this, and this, and that's it. You always want to be trying some new things. So allocate some of your money, even if it's like $20, like allocate it to something new, because you're going to learn a new skill. You're going to try something and it might work, it may not. And so YouTube should be that thing that you give a go if you haven't done it already. And so grab that free course. It's really great, and there's loads of other stuff in the library as well. So down below there'll be a free 7-day trial for you to access, and you can grab the scripts, the examples, get yourself set up and make a killer YouTube ad, because you will find that almost no other teachers in your area are using YouTube. It kind of overwhelms them, scares them, but you've got the tool now, because you watched this, to not to have someone walk you through it who's done it hundreds of times. So there we go. Hope that's helpful. Let us know how it goes if you get some ads set up. Really look forward to hearing from you. And any other questions about marketing, anything, please let us know so we can make more helpful videos for you and your music teaching studio. Keep kicking butt and changing the world one lesson at a time.